Hi, Amber.
Hi, Megan.
Welcome to Bad Movies Rock.
Well, thank you, Megan. Megan, welcome to Bad Movies Rock, where we talk about movies that we felt like watching. And they're usually bad, because we don't tend to love good movies. Or we do love good movies, but they don't necessarily need to be talked about. The more important ones, the ones that really need a little bit of extra TLC, are the ones that critics say, don't watch this. These aren't good. And we say maybe they're wrong. And maybe, just maybe, they're right, but for the wrong reasons.
It's almost always the latter.
Right for the wrong reasons?
Yeah. Or wrong for the wrong reasons. There's always wrong reasons involved, though.
They're either wrong and the movie's great, or they're right that it's not great, but they're right for the wrong reasons.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So they're wrong.
They're usually just wrong. So this podcast is basically telling you, don't listen to the critics. Listen to us. We'll tell you what's the what with these movies of the tarnished reputation.
We revel in the fun and the weirdness of them, and we call them out for their rampant bullshit, Amber.
Who? The movies or?
Yes.
Sometimes if they don't necessarily have bullshit.
Not all of them. This one might. I'm feeling salty on this one.
Yeah, you're already starting into it. Megan, I wanted to talk about absentee fathers and our own personal experiences with, a single parent household and a dad who just didn't really, it wasn't up to snuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's just launch into the movie.
Do you have a game for me, Amber? I want to play. Amber, I want to play a game.
Do you want to say which movie we watched first?
Oh, no, I don't. Fine, we watched the 2007 Taken.
Oh, jeez. This is all over the place. We are not starting off strong. Doing a rom-com really messed with our flow.
Yeah, yep.
Megan, we did watch Taken. Both of us had seen this movie before.
Yes.
I think
when it came out.
Yeah, when it came out.
Probably,
I think we both enjoyed it.
I had fond memories of it. I
did as well.
It was in that place in my heart. I was like, oh yeah, that was
fun. That was unexpected. Oh, geez. Yeah. Oh, look at him go. Oh, this is a lot. Goodness gracious.
Yeah.
And it certainly spiraled into a type of movie.
Yeah, opened the door to lots of things. Yeah. Things that we love, like John Wick.
Equalizer.
The Expendables.
Oh, jeez. Do we love The Expendables? I know we love Antonio Banderas in The Expendables.
We do.
And Jet Li, obviously.
Nobody.
Okay, I'm not sure I don't want nobody in the same class of movie as this nonsense.
I know you don't, but I think it is in there.
I know it is. I just don't like it.
Yeah, it's fair.
So yes, Taken really kind of opened the door to a lot of, older, probably white, but not necessarily, dude, doing badass action. Because, essentially, sometimes, Megan.
Yes.
You live your life, you do things, but then you decide, I don't like the things I'm doing. And those things that I'm doing, very specialized, dangerous things. I'm going to settle down and live a different life. It's time for me to just join society. But gosh darn it, wouldn't you guess? I just get pulled back in again.
It's not even your fault, Amber.
They just pull me back in again.
They just take your daughter and you pull back in again.
Take your daughter, shoot your dog, kidnap your who's it, get your what's it, or just, you get real bored and you need a change in your life.
Yeah, you gotta get your murder bear snoozles on, Amber.
Murder bear snoozles, sometimes you just need sleep. Megan. Taken. The granddaddy of the granddaddies.
Yes, it is.
Would you like to play a game? See, now that's where we are.
Yeah, there we go. Sorry, I rushed it. Thank you.
I will give you the movie synopsises from Metacritic, IMDb, Amazon, and Amber. And you, madam, will tell me which is which.
Okay, I'm ready.
This one has another cheater, pumpkin eater. I don't know. It was the first thing that popped into my head. So there's a double down.
Okay.
And then, so there's really only going to be 3 unique.
Right.
We begin. When his estranged daughter is kidnapped in Paris, a former spy, Liam Neeson, sets out to find her at any cost. Relying on his special skills, he tracks down the ruthless gang that abducted her and launches a one-man war to bring them to justice and rescue his daughter.
Okay. I wouldn't say justice. There was no justice in this movie. There was only murder. In fact, there was explicitly no justice.
Justice.
Okay.
2. when his estranged daughter is
Oh,
kidnapped
boy.
in Paris. It's the same thing.
Yeah, okay, yep. Fuck, I can't remember who cheats off each other. God damn it. Okay, go ahead.
When absentee father hears his daughter being kidnapped in Paris, it's a race against time to keep her hymen intact. Luckily, this deadbeat dad has a particular set of skills that he unleashes upon the ruthless gang of sex slavers in an effort to save his little girl, and only his little girl.
Yeah, that's very good. Yep.
A retired CIA agent travels across Europe and relies on his old skills to save his estranged daughter, who has been kidnapped while on a trip to Paris. He doesn't travel. He just travels to Paris.
He just, yeah.
Travels around Paris. Okay.
This is hard.
So we have repeat, estranged daughter.
The brilliant one, yeah.
Liam Neeson. Then the one about his saving hymens. And
that's the brilliant one, yeah.
then the retired, the short one. Little snippet, short, sweet.
Yeah. All right. I can't ever remember who cheats off each other. Let's go with Metacritic, Amazon, Amber, IMDb.
Exactly right.
Yes.
Exactly. Creepy. It's getting really upsetting. It was the hymen, wasn't it? Damn it.
Of course it was the hymen, Amber. It's always the hymen.
Dang it.
But yours was right on. It's beautiful. Beautifully said.
Gonna get it right one of these days. Well, Megan.
Amber.
What do the critics have to say about this movie?
The critics did not particularly care for this movie, although it happens to have a fondness in most of the audience hearts, apparently. 59 for critics and 85 for the audience.
All right. 51 for critics and 74 for the audience on Metacritic.
Okay, yep.
Yeah, a lot of positive reviews.
Yeah.
And, I mean, we've done much more poorly rated movies recently. So this,
sure.
like, 51 for an action movie isn't actually that terrible.
No.
You know, a lot of what's missing from a lot of these blurbs is any mention of female characters.
That seems weird, Amber.
It does seem weird. I'll just buzz right past it, though, because it doesn't seem important. They do mention some xenophobia.
Yes.
Which is fair. The idea that even the fact that Liam Neeson's character is super concerned about his very wealthy daughter traveling to very wealthy places in Paris is a little weird. And then the fact that it just bears out to be true immediately upon them landing in Paris.
Yes, almost within the hour. Yes.
Is just no. Combined with the fact that, hey, at the end, she's sold to a sheik.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yep.
Yay. But some of the blurbs mention, well, you know, it's a French writer and a director. So at least the xenophobia is coming from there. But but the people who are criminalized are Albanians and...
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
The call is coming from within the house. Well, is it? It's happening in Paris, but it's happening by Albanians, and yep.
But, you know, a lot of people really enjoyed the action. They made reference to the fact that the director is the guy who did District B13, the lovely parkour movie that you and I watched for funsies that one time.
Yes, it was delightful.
Yeah, I mean, in general, people were either not impressed with the dialogue and the action, or they were impressed with the action. They thought Neeson... It is so hard not to say Neeson's. Key and Peele ruined my ability to say Liam Neeson's name.
Yes.
But, you know, it's... Most of the dings were for dialogue and plot. A lot of people just thought it was a fun shut-off-your-brain kind of thing.
Richard Roper said, "You've just kidnapped the wrong teenager, Mr. Foreign Slave Trader Man."
Yeah. Just that one. That one was the wrong one.
Yeah, just that one.
You can keep all the others.
Please do. Please do. I'm not going to do shit about it.
I don't know why I enjoyed this, but there's just something... I can't tell if is it stupid, is it offensive, is it pointless? But David Edelstein of Vulture, taken in the hands of director Pierre Morel, with Neeson in nearly every shot, works like gangbusters. The Frenchies have made the filet mignon of meathead vigilante movies.
Wow.
Okay.
Amber, when was that review from? Can you tell?
I mean, I would imagine it's from when it came out.
Okay. Yeah.
Because obviously they would not be referencing that in combination with John Wick or Nobody or anything of those caliber. Yeah. Even The Equalizer, I would say.
Yeah. There are a lot of reviews for some reason on Rotten Tomatoes that are more recent reviews. And I kind of wonder...
Oh, interesting.
What the reviews were when it first came out versus kind of where people have it now.
Megan, I feel the need to circle back around to the first thing that I said. No one is mentioning women. There is...
Oh, yeah, weird.
There is one blurb, and again, we only read the blurbs on the websites. So maybe there's a lovely paragraph where they talk about how the women are treated in this movie. There's one blurb from Scott Tobias of AV Club. Taken subject matter is too serious for an escapist chop-socky movie, and the sleazy exploitative tone undercuts the thrills. That
almost mentions women, yeah.
Almost mentions women, and maybe does go on to.
It seems like it could.
We, unfortunately, having seen this movie originally, and were thoroughly entertained by it, it is so up our alley with the nonsense of, hey, he's just, he's just going through those people. What did he just say to that man on that phone? I have a particular set of skills.
It's a good line. It's a good line.
I will find you. I'll kill you. Just give me my dog. Oh, and then he does. Oh.
Yes, he does.
Oh, and then he does. But he's an older man. Look at him just carve his way through those people. Oh, this is incredible. What took a backseat to those earlier viewings were the women.
Yeah.
From Famke Johnson, the evil witch of a mother.
Yeah.
To her friend Amanda, the dirty, dirty slut who deserved to die.
Yeah.
To every other female body in that movie who was just a person that wasn't his daughter.
Yes.
To his daughter herself.
Yes.
The women in this are not real people. They are caricatures. And the MacGuffin in this movie is quite literally his daughter's virginity.
Yeah, it's not even really his daughter.
Doesn't feel that way.
It doesn't feel that way.
And that is disturbing for the movie to be able to be written and filmed in a way to make me feel, this seems to come down like he still wants to save her, but the urgency at the end really seems to be to make sure she isn't deflowered by the time he gets there. And I would like to believe that is in the vain hope of sparing his already traumatized and kidnapped daughter the trauma of rape. Mm-hmm. But the emphasis on the fact that she's a virgin throughout a decent portion of the movie really shifts the focus.
Really kind of undercuts that. Yeah, for sure.
Probably just reading into it. But Megan, once again, the critics, they got it right. 51 is pretty solid for what this movie is, but for the wrong reasons.
Yeah. Yes. Shall we talk about it, Amber?
Let's talk about this movie. Toodles Critics Corner.
Yeah. When you're a young one, Amber, and you're like watching a movie for the first time, and granted, like we said, this opened up, a lot of movies in this same ilk, and so us seeing it when it came out in 2007, is exciting. It was a different kind of movie than we'd seen for the most part. Yeah. But yeah,
the action is good.
It's good. It's kind of standard. It's
standard now.
Yes, true. It's matter of fact action. It feels like to me, but you're totally right. It's the beginning of this genre, kind of, and
you're living in a post John Wick world, and you're looking at this movie with post John Wick eyes. Of course, it seems matter of fact.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. True. Even Nobody though, like. I mean, they just go wild with the choreography and the fight scenes and
but that's like the most recent one.
No, I know, but so I'm saying that it's not necessarily like more guns makes it better, but yeah, just the choreography makes it better. But yeah,
John Wick.
They started out bare bones and then they moved on to John Wick and Nobody.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't remember feeling so kind of sickened by the way women were treated the first time I watched this movie.
No, I I allowed the narrative to guide my thoughts and feelings. And the narrative very clearly establishes in the beginning the good and the evil here. The noble people and the garbage people. It's the entire opening character establishment of the movie is Neeson versus Johnson. So you have, in this film, Liam Neeson plays the main character, the father.
Brian Mills.
His daughter, played by Maggie Grace, is Kim.
Yes.
And then his ex-wife, Lenore, is played by Famke Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
We learn early on that Brian is he's a frugal fellow. He drives a reasonable car, lives in a reasonable apartment, and he's agonizing over a birthday purchase such that he is in first name basis with the purveyor of said karaoke machine. He shows up to his daughter's birthday. Ooh, it is lavish. It is fancy. This is a mansion. Clearly, Lenore has remarried and she has traded up, economically speaking.
Mm-hmm.
He just wants to give his daughter this gift.
He does.
But Lenore from go is just like, hey, can you go? Like, we're trying to, with the adult party and the kid party, they're in different places. We're trying to give them their space. And but his daughter spots him. She's so happy to see him. Oh, she wants to come over. Oh, can I give her this present? Well, no, there's a present table. There's a present table for the presents. But can't she just open this one? No, I think it would be very rude to open one ahead of the other guests. But she opens it anyway. And it's a karaoke machine. And, he knew she always wanted to be a singer.
He knows it.
How does Lenore feel about this? She wanted to be a singer when she was 12. We've moved on.
Mm-hmm.
Every word out of this woman's mouth is meant to undercut and humiliate this man.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Very clearly and very in this kind of typical shrewish ex-wife person. Just I'm gonna, yeah. She's my daughter. You don't know her. I'm going to be a real jerk about it.
And of course, Kimmy. She gives him a hug and she whispers in his ear, I still want to be a singer. Just don't tell Mom. So it seems like a nice moment until the stepfather brings out a brand new horse.
Uh-huh.
And she drops the karaoke machine to the ground and runs off screaming to the horse, climbs on top of it, and is surrounded by her rich friends singing happy birthday. And Lenore gives Brian,
oh boy,
the shittiest look.
It is pure fuck you without words.
Pure shit-eating fuck you. Fuck your present, fuck your presents. He's better than you in every way, and she knows it. She didn't even look back at you.
Mm-hmm.
Deuces, as she walks away.
Yep.
Says it all with her face parts. Famke Johnson acts the shit out of this role.
Oh, sure, yeah, absolutely.
Now, in case you weren't feeling bad enough for Brian, because you are getting the sense that maybe he's a little estranged.
Yep.
Oh.
But why? But why is he estranged,
Megan?
Amber? What was he doing that could have been more important than his family?
He was being a hero, Megan, for our country.
Well, now I feel bad.
Yeah, you should feel bad, because he immediately goes to a barbecue with his old country-saving friends, and they talk about all the things that they used to do saving the country and how he gave up his life to connect with his daughter. And doesn't she appreciate that? Wait, what do you mean she hasn't even been to your new apartment yet? Come on, man. All of these jobs that you could be doing, all this cool stuff, don't they understand what you've given up for them? You martyr hero human man you. And he has this scrapbook.
Oh, what is it of, Amber?
It's of her birthdays, and he has on each page one picture of her holding the present he gave her for her birthday.
Aww.
And it's so heartwarming because clearly he cares so much that they even say, you always made sure, because he promised he would always be there on her birthday. So no matter what was happening.
Even if he was somewhere where he wasn't supposed to leave, part of special ops or army or whatever the fuck he was.
He would be there for her birthday.
What?
It's amazing. He's a hero.
He would go AWOL to go to her birthday party?
Yeah, he would.
Apparently he did once. Yeah. You know what, Amber? Though that scrapbook had one picture per birthday.
Yeah, one picture per page, and each page was a birthday.
Nothing else in between. Yeah, nothing else.
He's a good father. He was there for every birthday.
And okay, just the once a year.
Because he made a promise that he'd be there for every birthday, Megan.
Yeah, okay. And not every other. Okay.
He was saving the country.
You're right, and I apologize. And now he's ready to come back and be fatherly. So why won't she just take him back?
At the tender age of 17, the perfect time for a girl to really need her father.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Reconnect then. That's a good time. Convenient time for you as a dad. Maybe not for the daughter.
You know that you've pretty much lived your life and done a full career. Now you can focus on your family. Well, not your family, because your wife obviously left you over the fact that you were never home and you selected your career over your family. So she went and married somebody else who seems actively engaged in her daughter's life.
Yeah.
Sure, he's a rich guy who buys her a horse, but also he's physically fucking there, and she seemed pretty thrilled by the horse, so he clearly also understands her likes and dislikes.
Yeah. Yep.
And I'm sorry, your sad scrapbook with one picture per page of just her birthdays? My dad was always at my birthdays too. And just my birthdays.
Yeah.
I don't think fondly of that.
No.
It was sort of just a reminder of like, there you are. Now I remember I don't have a father the other 364 days of the year.
Happy fucking birthday, Amber.
Thanks.
Now you feel terrible feelings.
I
do. Like, both like happiness and sadness and anger and frustration. And it's also your birthday.
Yay! Oh
yay.
My gosh. So the entire, and then it gets worse. His daughter reaches out to him. She wants to have lunch, just the two of them. Oh, she's finally coming around. But she brings her mother in. Wait a minute. They're springing this thing on him where they're trying to force him to let her go to Paris by herself. It's super dangerous. You're only 17.
Amber, Paris is not in the United States.
It's not in the United States, and not being in the United States means it's dangerous.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh. Megan, they are furious at him. The daughter, when he's like, I don't know about this, runs off crying.
Oh, yeah. As soon as she doesn't get her way, she is outie.
Outie and sobbing, yes. Just runs away crying. Luckily, her mother, Lenore, sticks around long enough to just make the shittiest comments.
Oh, yes.
She literally looks at him, says, you think she's going to be put at risk by going to Paris. You're pathetic. And then walks away. Oh, Megan, but he's, at heart, he's such a good father. He's such a good man. He just wants her to be happy, so he caves, even though he knows it's a terrible idea to have her go to Paris because it's so fucking dangerous to go to Paris for anybody.
He knows these things, Amber. He's seen the world. He knows what danger lies out there.
Ugh, okay, but he goes in their conditions, calling him every night, just make sure he's safe. And she's so happy. She hugs him and she runs off. And then Lenore.
One more time, Amber.
One more time.
Got a knife twist.
Just looks at him. Shits all over him again. Wouldn't it have been easier to just sign it when we gave it to you the first time? He finally bites back. Wouldn't it have been easier to talk to me about this before you sprung it on me? That's reasonable.
That is, yeah.
So he's a hero and a good man. She's evil. She married some rich asshole who cares about her daughter, and she is frustrated and resentful of the man who was absent for the first 16 years of her daughter's life and forced her to be a single parent who worried about him every time he disappeared for months on end with no phone call.
Yep. Which she says, says it all pretty eloquently as well,
But it's still...
She says it still in a shitty way. I mean, like, her character is portrayed in just the worst light.
She's awful.
She's meant to be awful.
She's awful. The character she's given, the direction she's given, and what Liam Neeson's character gets as establishment. We also see him, like, saving a starlet who's kind of shitty to him, too.
Yep.
Like, this singer, this stupid woman who doesn't understand the dangers of her rabid fans. Oh, thank goodness some guy was hiding with a knife in the venue and tried to stab her so he can rescue her. And she laughs at him when he mentions his daughter wants to be a singer. But then when she gets saved, oh, she's totally gonna help her get her chance. Mm-hmm. These dumb women don't understand their place until they're saved. And their place is giving him what he wants when he wants it.
Yeah, and giving him respect, Amber.
I want help with my daughter from you, singer lady. And friggin' ex-wife, I don't want anything from you. But daughter, I want a relationship with you.
Mm-hmm. Now. Not last year, not 10 years ago, but now.
Now, when I'm ready for it.
When you're a fully realized adult and you can like take care of yourself and have interesting conversations with me. Now spend time with me when it's less about changing diapers and caretaking. Now that you're a human, I can talk to like a person.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What a great guy.
You know who else is really shitty in this movie, Amber? Is Kim's friend Amanda.
Oh, she's also the worst.
Yeah. So this Paris trip is happening. Amanda has a cousin's apartment, has cousins in Paris that they're going to stay with, and they're going to just be in Paris going to like museums and shit, Amber, and they're going to be super safe and all this stuff, except that those are all lies. And yeah, they're actually going to go like into not only Amber, hold on. I want you to, are you sitting down?
I am.
Okay, good. They're going to go to Paris, and then they're going to go to other countries and cities within Europe.
No, they'll die. No, they'll die, Megan. No.
Amber's like literally hiding behind her microphone right now.
I also have a microscope. I can science it up as much as I can podcast it up. I am multifaceted.
You are fully realized person.
I'm a fully realized person.
You know, yeah, it's just, it's unfathomable. They would go to other places.
Oh, my.
The cousins whose apartment they're staying in aren't even around like Amanda said they'd be.
What? Is she leading her friend down a path of lying to her father about stuff and then also lying to her about other stuff? And then, oh my gosh, Megan. Okay, well, at least she's not interested in casual sex.
Amber, she's interested in casual sex.
Oh, God.
And not only that, but she flirts it up with this guy named Peter.
No.
At the airport.
The fuck you say?
And they share a cab to where they are staying.
That is really stupid. Just
like now we're getting to like
IRL.
Yeah,
that's
like
real
IRL.
stupid.
Like there's a lot of xenophobia in this movie, and there's but like you don't tell random people where you're staying. You don't tell them that you're staying there alone. You don't tell them exactly where you're staying and for how long you're staying, and that it's just the two of you.
Yeah, Amanda does all that. That's actually real bad.
That's actually real. That's for real life. That's bad. Don't do that.
Don't do that, please.
Yeah,
especially if you're a woman. Like that's actually very true. Don't do that.
Yeah,
Amanda does all of that, and that's very bad. But what's worse is she actively says she wants to have sex with him.
Yeah, she hears the French guys are real good in bed, Amber.
Yeah, she does. So. She wants to have sex with him. Oh, God, she disgusts me.
Yeah.
She disgusts me. But Kim...
Don't worry, she gets what's coming to her, Amber. No worries.
What's important is that when Amanda declares her intention to have sex with Peter, Kim makes it very clear that she is still a virgin.
That's good to know. It'll make her worth something later.
Oh, boy. Okay, so Amanda's a real dirty, dirty slut.
Yeah, yep.
Ugh, gross. Okay. So they're like in Paris for a while before anything bad happens.
They're in Paris for, I want to say it's less than an hour before some shit goes down.
But they're just like kidnapped from their apartment Within 5 minutes of arriving.
Within like 5 minutes of arriving.
Cool.
It seems like they play like a, yeah. Amanda not only, oh my God, here's the other thing. Amanda turns up the rock music and jumps on a white couch with her boots on, which is actually some heinous shit, but you know.
I hope she dies.
Oh, she does. Yeah, terribly and horribly.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, after probably just having awful other stuff happen to her. Yeah,
Oh, I feel a little nauseous actually thinking about the reality of that. So let's move on.
Yes,
Yeah, so it turns out Liam Neeson is not only right, he gets to hear himself be right as he is on the phone with his daughter while she's kidnapped. And that's how you get that iconic speech.
You do. It's a good speech, Amber.
It is.
Nobody's denying it's a good speech.
It is.
Uh-oh. Amber's going to deny it. Wait
for
it, folks.
No, I mean, it is a good speech. It is a good speech. But.
Yep, but. See, I knew there was a but coming.
There's a part of it where he says,
yes,
leave my daughter. And I walk away.
Yeah, leave my daughter and I'll walk away.
And then if you don't, I will find you, I'll kill you.
Yeah.
What about Amanda? Because
Amber,
he knows Amanda was taken because his daughter said, oh God, they got Amanda. What about Amanda?
If you leave my daughter, I will just walk away from this shit. I will not think twice about this ever again.
Okay, so it's a good speech, but it's also just a bit chilling.
Yeah, it's just Kim. He lays down his purposes and priorities right away, and he does not deviate from those.
Minute one in this ticking clock. Okie dokie, but okay, Megan. In his vigilante quest across all of Europe, just Paris, where he murders many, many men, and
so many, 35 by one count. Yep.
Seems low,
doesn't it though? But maybe he didn't. Maybe those. Yeah. Anyway, yes, 35. It says.
Yep. Tortures one.
Sure.
The main business of this terrible, terrible gang is to kidnap women and basically turn them into sex slaves.
Yeah.
They dope them up on some form of dope and just have men pay to have sex with them.
And sometimes they sell them, yeah.
And sometimes, but only if they're worth selling, Megan.
Oh, and what makes a woman worth selling, Amber?
Well, they're a virgin.
Oh, well, that makes them, yeah, you're right. That makes somebody worth something, yeah.
Well, that actually reminds me of the other part of his speech that's a little not great. He says, you know, I'm a man. If you're looking for money, I don't have that. But what I do have is a particular set of skills. The thing is, I'm just going to mention here, his wife's husband.
Yeah.
Who just bought her the horse. And has the mansion.
Probably a $500,000 horse, most likely.
Oh, yeah, that looked like a purebred.
It's like some
beautiful,
sort of purebred horse.
Statuesque gorgeousness.
Several $100,000 at least.
Several $100,000. You know, I would say he does have money.
Yeah, he's a lot of money.
And I would say this gang sold her to another richer person so that he could auction her off.
Right.
Because virgins are so valuable.
Right.
She is auctioned off. For $500,000.
Yeah, they could have gotten 10, 20 times that from her stepdad for sure.
I would guess. Yes. Yeah. He had his own plane that he immediately chartered for Liam Neeson to go to Paris.
Which probably cost $500 million to do. Yeah.
So he also
could have maybe said, let me just buy this one right off you right now.
I know a guy who has a vested interest in her safety and well-being.
Yeah, let's take this let's get this taken care of.
But Megan, it kind of seems like he
doesn't want to do that, Amber.
It's a bit of a dick measuring contest there.
Well, he wants to really show him. I mean, if he let the stepdad, if he let the stepdad do that, then the stepdad, even though Liam Neeson would have been right about the kidnapping and the danger, it would have been the stepdad that would have been the hero for having all that money.
Exactly.
He couldn't have that happen. Amber, come on.
He doesn't have money, Megan. He has a particular set of skills.
Yes, he does.
Those could also maybe get her back.
Probably.
We're pretty sure money would have, but also his skills can probably do it too.
Yeah.
He's a fucking monster. And
Yes.
he goes to Lenore and the stepfather's house to let them know what has happened, to start looking through Kimmy's things, and also gets a call from one of his friends who can explain who likely took her and what will likely happen to her. Now, Megan, he's already informed Lenore that she's been taken. She's quite upset. Mm-hmm. Do you think that she needs to hear all of the horrifying details of what is likely going to happen to her?
Well, Brian certainly seems to think she does.
Wow. Is his friend hesitant to maybe say these things in front of her?
Yeah, his friend's like, am I on speakerphone? Who else is there? Oh dear, I don't want to...
Are you sure you want her to hear this? Yes, she needs to.
Yeah. This is his fuck you for everything. Yeah.
This is fuck you for the birthday party. This is fuck you for that shitty comment after I signed the form you wanted me to sign. I'm right, you're wrong, and now you're going to listen to every horrible thing that might be about to happen to our daughter, you bitch.
Yeah, that's yes, that is exactly
I'm not calling her a bitch. I'm saying with his actions.
Oh, yeah.
Oof.
Yeah, it was the biggest fuck you. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He's a monster.
He's a monster.
And not for the fun reasons that I remember this movie for. Sure, he murders a bunch of guys and tortures a guy to death.
35, yeah.
I'm kind of okay with that because, as we said, they're sex slavers.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, fuck them.
Fuck them. Yeah, it's not that. It's also that in his vigilante tirade...
Yes.
He comes across a lot of women.
So many, like you say women, these women might also be girls.
Most of them are girls.
Because most of them are like in that teenage range.
Yeah, he because of course, sex slavers. So that's their business, and he's busted up their business in a truly single-minded desire to get his daughter and only his daughter back.
Yes.
He winds up in this really miserable...
Oh, it's disturbingly upsetting.
Sex place. Mm-hmm. I don't even know what to call it, because it's
just a construction site, like, trailer with, like, dirty sheets and quilts hung as, like, sex rape cuticles.
Yes, where men can rape completely drugged
out
very young women,
girls,
who have also had this happen to them. So he sees all this, sees a ton of these women, ignores all of them except for one.
Yeah,
he's got his daughter's jacket.
Yeah, gotta find out what she knows, Amber.
He grabs her. She can't talk because she's too doped up.
So he brings her to the hospital so that she can recover.
Whoa, Megan. 96-hour ticking clock. He's already down like 20 hours. And if he brings her to the hospital, there's going to be questions, and maybe he's not going to get to talk to her. He has a particular set of skills. These skills will help him find them.
But she needs medical attention, Amber.
Which he provides himself.
How?
On an IV and some lidocaine, apparently.
Mm-hmm. Counteracts heroin, I guess. That might be
guess.
true. I don't know.
It could be. Maybe there's a secondary use for a topical anesthetic.
Yeah. Yeah. But so we learned that her name is...
We don't fucking care. Why do I want to know her name? I want to know where she got that jacket. So the second she wakes up...
Yeah, 96 hours, man. No fucking around with her fucking name or, like... comfort or anything.
He did just do an elaborate walkie-talkie cell phone standing on roofs situation to talk to his old government contact in Paris to get no information whatsoever and basically just tell him, you can't find me, I'm going to do whatever I want in your country. But he does not have time to ask this young woman who has gone through the same thing his daughter has, only worse because she apparently wasn't a virgin, what her fucking name is.
No, we didn't. We never learn her name.
No. Oh, you're conscious? Where'd you get this? Who was she? Where was she? And then that's it. We're done with her.
Mm-hmm. All done. Yep.
I would pause it after he gets the information he wants. He gets up, leaves the room, and never returns.
No, why would he, Amber?
She's useless.
She's useless. She shared what told him where he could go to find these people.
Great. Well, it does lead him to another house where there are more evil, evil sex slave Albanians, including the one on the phone who said good luck to him after his speech.
Yes.
Ooh. And more women. Mm-hmm. All of these women are drugged and chained. They're handcuffed to various items while being sprawled on beds.
Yeah. And I mean, we also learn that there's like some like shady dealings with the French police who are like getting paid off to like kind of turn a blind eye to this shit. We're learning that through his Brian's expert like spy work that he's doing. But the one almost interesting thing that happens is like Brian faces this guy Marcus or something. Marcos, who he talked to on the phone, and he says, I talked to you on the phone, 2 days ago. And like the recognition on Marco's face is like, oh shit.
It's pretty good.
Like you did find me 48 hours later. Mm-hmm. Oh,
that's terrifying.
Fuck.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it is that. Yeah.
It was hilarious. What you said to me was hilarious, and I didn't think about it again. And then there you are in front of me 48 hours later.
You have a particular set of skills. I'll give you that.
Well done. Yeah, he murders everyone in that house except for Marcos.
Yep.
And then he checks every room for his daughter.
Yeah.
So many rooms, so many women who are out of their minds on drugs and handcuffed.
Yeah.
And, he finds Amanda.
Oh, yay.
She's a corpse.
Oh, no.
The only one there who is a corpse.
Yeah.
And she's like, got vomit on her face. Her eyes are open. It's bad. It's bad,
y'all. This is really it's fucking just, like, all of this, like, we're saying it, but, like, it's disturbing.
It's very bad.
All of it is very bad and very like visceral feeling. Like the women in the construction trailer park trailer are like, they just sweaty and like they look sad and tired and strung out, and they're like
actively being raped.
And they're being then these women who are like on beds chained in these like and then like
in their
Amanda
underwear.
gets it.
Yep.
Yeah. And Amanda gets it the worst. She is just handcuffed and dead with vomit all over herself.
Yep.
Oh, Amanda.
So, of course, like, he calls the cops, frees these women.
Yeah, he does not do that. He never does that.
So he just
we
walks
never
away.
Hear any of that. Nope. And you'd think you could make this guy a better hero for your movie if you just had him call the cops and just like leave an anonymous tip every time he finds more women chained up, drugged out, and being raped. If he told somebody about it and sent, like, if this was partly about dismantling this fucking industry of like sex slavery, then you'd be like, oh, this guy, he might be single-minded about finding his daughter, but at least he's a good guy and getting these women some help.
Nope.
Fuck no.
Fuck no. He killed every person who wasn't chained up and drugged in that house. Which means that if nobody comes to that house from the organization or anywhere else, those women will die just from dehydration, since they are literally handcuffed.
Handcuffed and not well. Like, it's not like they can break out of those handcuffs. They are not okay.
The only people who knew where they were and could tend to them are now corpses on the ground.
Yeah.
But hey, Megan, he got the information he needed. He knows there's a dirty cop and what his name is who deals with these people. He's got what he needs to go and attack his government contact in his own home where his wife and 2 young children are.
Yeah. Yeah.
The wife is so welcoming, so sweet.
She gets food for him, sets out delicious chicken and salad and shit for him.
She lets him choose white meat or dark meat. She's just making conversation, confirming his suspicions. Until her husband pulls a gun on Liam Neeson.
Yeah.
Understandably. He's he's been murdering people. The husband himself is dirty. He's been taking kickbacks like everybody else to keep the government running smoothly. He's a bad, bad man. His wife is 100% innocent, as are the young children upstairs.
Yeah.
Now, don't worry, Liam Neeson took the bullets out of that gun.
Yeah.
And he's there to get his daughter, Megan. It's about his daughter.
Yeah.
And he just needs information.
Mm-hmm. So, how does he get information out of his former friend?
He shoots his wife in the arm with no provocation.
What? The nice, innocent woman who had nothing to do with shit all?
And while she's screaming in pain and a lot of confusion, and her husband is telling her to shut up, Liam Neeson says, "I will put a bullet between her eyes. It is the last thing I will do before I murder you and orphan your children."
Yeah, great. Yeah, okay.
Megan, but
it's
just a flesh wound, and he's trying to find his daughter, and he's a crooked cop or something.
Yeah.
So fuck his wife.
Yeah.
Being a woman in this movie is so dangerous.
It's dangerous even if you're just like an innocent person who just happens to be married to a scumbag.
You're gonna get shot.
Yeah.
By Brian. If he needs information.
Yeah. If he does, he doesn't care who he has to shoot.
Oh, he does not. You would think it would just be the bad men, but it's not. It's not just the bad men.
Yeah, after he gets the information he needs, though, he does tell Jean-Claude to apologize to his wife for him. So, I
don't know if this would make it better, but does he at least shoot Jean-Claude too, since he's kind of the one who's the bad one in this situation?
No, I think he just, cold cocks him with a pistol, as I recall.
Wow. That poor woman.
Yeah.
She's married to an asshole, and Brian shot her in the arm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, hey, at least he gets to the auction where his daughter's being sold.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And a bunch of other women are being sold, too.
Yeah. Why the fuck are you talking about them, Amber?
I'm so sorry.
Amber, shut up.
I'm sorry.
I'm going to treat you like the wife of a crooked cop.
Shut your stupid woman mouth.
I don't care that there's other people being sold. I care about Kim, and you know that.
Megan, I didn't say people. I said women.
Excuse me. You're right. Thank you.
He breaks into one dude's room, convinces him to buy Kim, gets captured, kills the people that capture him, as well as the man who is running the auction, and knows exactly where his daughter is.
Right.
She is on a boat with a sheik, of course.
Yep. Great.
Now, at this point, the boat doesn't travel that fast.
Nope.
He knows where she is.
Yep.
But it almost seems like his urgency is heightened. He's not running down the clock of 96 hours to try and find him. He's found her. She's in a place.
She's there. He can get to her.
It's on the water. They can't even deviate to another route. It is the river goes this way.
Yeah. He's got him, Amber. He can take his time, be smart about this, make sure that he doesn't injure her in any of this process, make sure that he doesn't endanger her life in any of this. Not more than it already has been endangered, Amber.
But that's not what happens in the least. The urgency seems to escalate. He's racing after that boat. He's getting even more reckless with his own personal safety. He jumps from a bridge onto the boat. And inexplicably, we're also seeing juxtaposed images of him racing against some new clock and his daughter and two other women being led into the bedroom with the person who bought them.
Yeah.
I cannot help but feel that at this juncture, the new clock is, I don't just need to save my daughter. I need to save her purity, the actual word that is actually used at the auction, as she is the special final thing for sale due to her certified purity.
Yes, great.
Purity.
Yeah. It's a lot. This movie's a lot.
I
It's a lot more than I remembered that it was.
Right? I didn't
Yeah.
remember this. This was not on my radar, which makes me a little sad. Or
Yeah, it makes me sad for former Megan. Yeah.
but also maybe I was living in a simpler time in that I was just not thinking about these things and just focused on like the fun action and the silliness. But it's not silliness. It's really disturbing. And the fact that he is posited as heroic in this scenario is also really disturbing. There's that the moral ambiguity of just murdering these people. Nah, I am happy to see these people be brought down.
Yeah.
The fucking moral ambiguity is the complete and utter disregard for any other female character in this movie, and the fact that most of like anybody with speaking roles is kind of awful.
Yeah. And like okay, I know we've already said this. I know we've already said it. But there are on two separate occasions that he like walks through like places where women are on beds being either chained there or drugged there and having just experienced rape, and then like just looks at their faces, sees they're not his daughter, and walks the fuck away.
Yes.
Like just tears through those rooms, doesn't give a fuck about them. And again, like you could make him it would take 5 seconds in your movie. Make him make a phone call, and it feels a little bit more like he cares about, like, that he's dismantling the system instead of just single-mindedly, like, seeing all this horror and only saving his daughter.
I feel like at the construction site, there are literally men on top of women in the places that he's looking. They're women actively being raped. And he just walks on by.
He just walks on by.
Megan, he said it in the beginning when he made his special speech.
He did.
Give me my daughter and I walk away. That is all I fucking want.
Yeah. You know, I can't say he didn't warn us.
Man, even the end, the very, very end, he, obviously kills everyone on the boat. And there's just the guy, the main guy who bought his daughter. We saw 3 women be shoved into that bedroom.
Yeah.
When he kills the guy who purchased her and hugs his tearful daughter, there are no other women in that room.
Where did they go?
Those 2 women have fully fucking disappeared.
Yeah. The head security guy, before he gets murdered, of course, by Brian, warns the guy who bought Kim that the dad of one of the girls is here. And somehow this guy knew which one was the daughter in question. Just by, I don't know. And like, this guy should have been freaked the fuck out that some person's father got onto the boat and is making his way to you. Like, oh boy, that's some single-minded dedication there.
Those women are just gone. Those women are just gone, and we don't care about them. We don't. You could have them huddled and crying in the corner and also being saved.
Yeah.
Why even have them in the movie in the first place? Why have more than just her being brought to this man? Why have 3 women being brought to this man? We see them shoved into that room, and then they just disappear. That's how little women matter in this movie. Kimmy is the only thing that matters, and the only reason she matters is because she's a virgin and because Liam Neeson is her father.
Yep.
Her
absolutely
deadbeat fucking father.
Yes.
Whose decision to focus on his career is fully vindicated by this movie.
Yes. All of it. His that, and the fact that he said, that traveling outside of the United States was dangerous. The fact that all of it. Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. He was right. He was right about everything. He was right to abandon his family. He was right to focus on his career. He was right to tell her not to travel. He was right about all of it.
Yeah.
And wouldn't you know it, at the end, he gets to be even more of a hero.
Yeah, he does.
He doesn't just save his daughter's hymen and life, but mostly the hymen.
In that order.
In that order. He gets to introduce her to that singing starlet.
Yay.
And have her maybe get to live her singing dream.
Yeah, what?
Oh my gosh, he's a hero twice over.
Yeah. And Kim is just fine after all of that. After her best friend Amanda's just dead. And they experienced some torture terribleness before she died. And Kim must have been drugged up. And yeah, it's she's fine
I know
now.
what you're talking about, though. She didn't get raped, though.
No.
I mean, so she's still pure.
So she's still pure. You're right.
Oh, so she's fine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
She's fine. She's like, yeah,
and
she's
she
totally,
gets to meet a singer.
She gets to meet a fucking singer and sing with her. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Hooray.
Good point. Yeah. Hooray. That's how we end it.
It's
we
all
never.
fixed.
Oh, we never mention Amanda. Like, Amanda's dead. He doesn't say boo about it. And then we never mention Amanda again.
I feel like I didn't even watch this movie this time. I went into this. I went into this thinking about this movie from the perspective of proto Amber, beginning Amber.
Yeah.
2007 Amber?
Mm-hmm.
I immediately, completely differently from the first time I watched this, started thinking about this from the terms of, oh, he's a fucking deadbeat dad. Why is he the hero of this? Why am I made to sympathize with him and hate on the single mother who built a life for her daughter? Why is she portrayed so terribly? Why do they direct her to give him these looks? Like, I mean, and why do they make him such a hangdog martyr, considering the fact that those looks are justified if she had to put up with everything that I know she did because I was raised by a single mother.
Yeah. Yep. And just because you're there now doesn't mean that, like, you get a pass from all the times that you weren't there. That's not how this fucking works.
It doesn't magically fix everything you broke. Making an effort now, yeah, that's going to be hard and it's going to take time because you have broken trust. You have not established the fact you're not an actual parent. Currently, right now, you are the fucking sperm donor who showed up once a year. Congratulations.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
If you want something more, you're going to have to earn it. And guess what? Maybe you're not going to be able to because she's basically an adult now.
Yeah. Yeah. And just because it's convenient for you to now be a father or a friend or whatever you want to be, doesn't mean that she's ready to have you be there or trust you or, all of that. Yeah. It's,
And then you have your vigilante rampage that saves exactly one person.
Oh, just one.
Maybe incidentally two, because of that one person you took out of there to interrogate about your daughter's jacket.
Yeah.
Wow. Fucking wow. The backdrop is all these women getting raped and being just destroyed.
That's the set dressing, Amber.
That's set dressing. Oh, boy, taken. Oh, boy, taken.
Yeah.
Wow. I am glad for the door you opened.
Yeah.
But I am disturbed by how you opened it and how I just kind of overlooked it the first time.
Yeah. Yes. Very. Yeah. Amber, what would you rate this movie on the rock scale? Regrettable, outstanding, crazeballs, or K?
Do we have a rating for just rampant misogyny?
R for rampant misogyny.
Rampant misogyny. He shot the wife.
He shot the fucking wife, Amber.
Jesus.
Yes.
He walked by rape. He just walked fucking by it.
Yeah.
He left women chained to radiators. Because he's going to find his daughter.
Yeah, he's got to, Amber. He's just got to.
Man, can a movie be really regrettable and crazeballs? Can I live in two worlds like that?
I think you can a little bit. I mean, like, yeah, I mean, I think you said it well when it's like you're grateful for the door that this opened, but boy, oh boy, did they just fucking put women, young women, and sometimes girls just under like the treads of the tires, you know? Like, we're heading down this highway. Okay, women, just get on the highway. There's some potholes here. We gotta fill them with women, and we're just gonna run you over.
Yep.
Bye.
It's as if there's a dastardly villain with a mustache.
Yes, no, I saw the twirling, yes.
And he is affixed, a young maiden, virgin, to the tracks.
Of course.
But it's all the way up there. And there are just a bunch of other women on the tracks. But the train only goes this way. Like, you can't deviate. And if you slow the train down every time you come across another woman and untie her and get her off the tracks, you might not make it to the damsel at the end.
Yeah.
So that train's just gonna fucking go.
So remember, this is like the trolley problem, but instead of one person on one side and 10 people on the other, it's one virgin versus 100 other women.
Yes, it is exactly the trolley problem. One person you know who happens to be a virgin, and then a bunch of random dumbass women strangers that I don't fucking know and have to worry about. There is no choice here. I switched the tracks to them. Yeah. Liam Neeson has solved the trolley problem for himself. Well, Brian has solved the trolley problem for himself. 'Twas no problem at all. He knew what to do. Oh, my daughter's over there. Fuck these guys.
Yeah.
Problem solved.
Yeah.
Only instead of like outright murder, it's rape and then eventual murder.
Yep.
So they're tortured and then killed.
Yeah. And I'm not even saying that he shouldn't be going after his daughter because, like, parent-kid thing. Yeah, okay.
Sure.
But, like, give a fucking call to someone who can then come take care of and give medical attention to these poor women. Dear God.
He has so many contacts, including his globe-trotting fellow special ops friends.
Yeah.
Put in a phone call, give the address of the place. That's all you have to do. It would be an extra 30 seconds of effort in the timeline of the movie. And then the actual film running time, which is a very lean 90 minutes, you could add in an extra 2 minutes on that runtime to make him not a complete piece of shit.
Yeah, and maybe he does it off screen, but the way his character's set out, I don't think he does.
Nope. Give me back my daughter. What about the... give me back my... But we took two...
What did I just say?
Which one's your daughter? Give me back my daughter. We could give you both. Do you know anyone with money? No, I have a particular set of skills, because she seems really rich. I have skills. Fuck that other girl. I hear she's been sleeping around. And also, fuck the guy with the money. You're going to deal with me directly.
Yeah.
Oh boy, baby.
Excellent.
Megan.
Amber.
It seems really inappropriate to ask you if you have a niece's story right now.
Doesn't it, though? Okay, well, I will say that, so Abby was eating dinner. And the dinner was mac and cheese. She was eating her dinner right up, and she informed me that I'm really going to town on this mac and cheese.
All right.
And she did. Abby ate all that mac and cheese.
She went to town on it.
Yes, she did.
I love that she knows that phrase and employs it appropriately.
It was delightful.
I like to go to town on mac and cheese.
Oh, yeah, it's fucking delicious.
Delicious cheese and carbs and sometimes butter.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. Mm-hmm. Especially when you're a kid. You don't have to worry about those things.
No, you don't. You just eat it. Amber, do you have a recommendation?
You know I do.
Ooh.
I feel like this is a good defiant recommendation, considering the subject matter we have discussed here in this podcast. I would like to recommend Rat Queens.
Ooh.
'Tis a graphic
Excellent.
novel.
Yes.
Of the fantasy genre. It was actually a gift from our dear friend Michael. It came out of nowhere. I had never heard of it, and it should worry you, Michael, how well you get me.
Yes. Agreed.
It's glorious. I've only read the first volume. Artwork is amazing. The subject matter, you know how bad I am at describing things. Just look it up, people. But I'll make an effort. It is a group of adventurers, much like an adventuring party in D&D, in a medieval fantasy setting. And they live in a particular town. They're very rambunctious, inappropriate, non sequitur versions of classic D&D tropes. You know, you've got your clerics and your halflings and your dwarven warriors, but they're all like violent, brash, silly, crazy, awesome. It's great. They're sort of misfitty, and I don't know. I'm so bad at explaining things. But it's an amazing all-female adventuring party. Being violent, doing gross things, swearing, doing silly drugs in a fun way, not in a bad, doping somebody up to then rape them way.
Yeah, good. Mm-hmm.
Great. Just great. Rat Queens. Check it out. Put your peepers on it.
Awesome.
Read it.
Excellent.
Megan, do you
Delightful.
have a recommendation? Did I mention that one of the characters has a bag of just drugs and candy?
Oh, that's delightful.
Just drugs and candy mixed together.
Just drugs and candy.
And one of them is a cleric who's an atheist.
Mm-hmm.
Which is funny if you know what a cleric is.
Yeah, that's great. And also, Marisha and Laura dressed up like them for Halloween on Critical Role.
That's true. So there's some love between Critical Role, if you know what that is, and Rat Queens.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
I believe their Critical Role characters even maybe show up in some Rat Queens volumes.
Oh, is that right? I didn't realize that.
That's awesome. I think that might happen.
Yeah. Amber, I'm going to recommend some socks.
Socks?
Socks. Yeah.
As in for your feet?
Yeah. I got these rainbow socks. And
I got these rainbow socks.
Mm-hmm. I love them. They're the only socks I wear. They come in there's rainbow on a white background, rainbow on a black background, rainbow on a light gray background, and rainbow on a dark gray background.
All the variations.
Mm-hmm. And I have now, I think, 3 sets of them. And those are the socks that I wear. I don't wear any other socks, and I love them.
Is there a particular brand, or are you just recommending rainbow socks?
I mean, I'll link them on Twitter, probably. I also gave these socks to Erica and to my mom for Christmas.
But I didn't.
And they also enjoy these socks.
I didn't get any for Christmas.
I gave you Adventure Time socks.
Yeah, but that was forever ago.
Okay.
I'm wearing them right now.
You are?
Yeah, I mix up the characters, though. It's right now I've got a BMO and a Femme.
Excellent. That is also the nice thing about having socks of the same ilk is I don't care which 2 rainbow socks I grab. I don't know.
Why would I wear 2 BMOs?
Yeah, come on.
Nonsense.
Yeah.
Well, Megan, this has been delightful, although horrifying.
Yes, it has been.
I hope that we can move past this and continue to enjoy terrible vigilante justice movies. Perhaps we can attempt the second one and see, did they learn from their mistakes?
I'm so curious.
Did they know they'd made a mistake?
Oh boy. Methinks not, but we'll see.
Probably not. Well, I hope you have a good weekend this year, and good day.
Excellent. I'll wrap this up by saying, as I always do, you are rock and roll. You and I are rock and roll. You are rock and roll. Came here looking for American soul.
What?
Amber, this is a U2 lyric, and which is the band that they were going to go follow all over Europe. So,
you are rock and roll. You and I are rock and roll. You are rock and roll.
Yeah.
I came here for American soul?
Looking for American soul. Mm-hmm.
I don't know what to...
Listen, Amber, it's from U2.
Right.
The band.
The band.
From the movie.
From the movie.
It was in the movie.
It was in the movie. Oh, dear. We can't do that.
No.
Megan,
That's licensed other people's property.
Wow. So that's what Amanda died for. Lyrics like that.
Lyrics like that. Yeah, worth it.
Jeez. Just puts this in an even darker perspective. I didn't need that.
Doesn't it, though? Yeah.
Ooh. Bye, Megan.
Bye, Amber.